game up and running quick. Hopping on Twitch for a bit. Hopping on Twitch for a bit. Oh, there we go. I was hearing myself for a moment. On Twitch for a bit to prep my Pokemon Champions competitive team to try out on Wednesday. Come hang out for chat and team building crap. I'm now. Hey, Artist Synth, how you doing? I've got a hey Pika. I'm just gonna get my charts ready for what I am making sure I have ready and built today. Hey, Nautical Menace, how's everyone doing? Oh, I just realized I don't have my face cam on. That's better. Hello, how's everyone doing? I am doing a little short stream tonight, making sure that I have my Pokemon team ready for Pokemon Champions on Wednesday. So, I want to run an all shiny team, which I think I have shinies of everything I want to have on this team pre-prepared. I just want to make sure that I have the right things in roughly the right ranges. So, let's connect to Legend ZA because I want to get Mega Gardevoir right first, because this is going to be... Ooh, I'm glad you've been having fun with Pokopia. Pokopia is a lot of fun, right? What would the Pokemon Jesus be on this Easter? Is there a Pokemon that canonically dies and then comes back from the dead? Eternal Floette survives for like 3,000 years. Maybe one of the ones that has that revival move that like can... No, that's about bringing a Pokemon back. That's not itself. Shedinja? Shedinja weirdly feels like the appropriate pick. Anyway. What generation is Gardevoir from? Are you going to play competitive Laura, says the BT. Shedinja dies and comes back from the dead, so does Annihilape. Annihilape! Yeah, I suppose Annihilape is... Primate that died and came back. I'm gonna play around with competitive a bit. Gardevoir... Pokédex. Gardevoir, what Pokédex number are you? You're Gen 3. Let's have a look at our selection of shiny Gardevoirs. We have a few that have my OT on them. I don't know that there's any major difference between most of these. Alright, let's pick one of these seemingly at random. Let's go female. Can't spin any particularly interesting balls. We're going to move you briefly into Legend ZA. What other ones am I looking for that I could get in ZA? Is Torkoal in ZA? I don't remember. Is Torkoal in... No. Okay, so I'm going to use a different gen for that. Incineroar. Is Incineroar available in ZA? No. Okay. Origarath I know is definitely not in ZA. Ursaluna's not in ZA. Sinistral's not in ZA. Okay, so it's going to be Gardevoir only we're going to prep first. Hop over to ZA. I'll try and talk through roughly what I'm doing with this Gardevoir. This is, I think, the only thing on this team I'm planning to put a Mega Stone on. Yeah, we're doing Mega Gardevoir is the centerpiece of this. I want to find a team that I can make normal Gem Dragonite work on, which would be fun. So yeah, let's grab this Gardevoir. Let's have a look at it so far. I'm not going to worry about sorting the stats on it, because I can do the stats when Champions drops. What I mainly want to do is do some of the stuff that I know I can easily do for free here and not use VP for on Wednesday. So I want Hyper Voice. Hyper Voice not available in this one? Is it a TM only move? Have a look in my satchel. Do I have a TM for Hyper Voice? Or Hyper Voice not available in ZA? Is that one of those moves that is not available here? Because they didn't know how to translate it into a real-time battle system. Hyper Voice. Okay, I do have ATM for that. So if I swap you onto my team, I am definitely going to stream Tomodachi Life when it comes out. I had a lot of fun with the demo. I was going to stream the demo and I only didn't because I needed to play it before Podquisition to have thoughts there. But I am going to play a bunch of it on stream. That is the plan. Yes, we're doing Hyper Voice. Where are you? Hyper Voice. 90 base power. This hits multiple targets. Let's go. We're going to use Hyper Voice on Gardevoir. What are the other moves we want? Psychic, Trick Room, Protect. I'm going to put this here for now. Trick Room I know is definitely not available in ZA, because what does that even mean when you don't have turn order? Pretty certain it's not here now. I'm going to have to teach that at the time, but we also want change moves. Hyper Voice Psychic. We can teach Protect. Presumably. Can we not? Is Protect a TM only move for you? Okay. I must have a TM for Protect. Yeah. Anything that I can get set up today ahead of Wednesday is just fewer of my early VP that I'm going to have to use on getting the team ready. Let's have a look. What? Oh, we don't have abilities aren't visible in here. What nature are you? Rash by nature. Okay, do I have a quiet nature mint? Yeah, so that the special attack goes stronger, speed may suffer, but that's fine because I want to set this up as a Trick Room setter. Because what I'm attempting to do with this Mega Gardevoir is have the big plan is set up Trick Room, have a bunch of slow but strong sweepers. I'm going to deliberately train this Gardevoir with as low of a speed IV as possible, or maybe slightly off of the lowest, just so that I know where I'm at in speed ties. Yeah. So I'm going hard Trick Room. One sec. Yeah. So the plan I'm doing, and maybe this isn't the one I stick with, but I think this is the first team I want to play around. There's no IVs, but there is EVs. So sorry, what I mean is I'm going to go minimum EVs. If I said IVs, that's wrong on my part. The team I want to play around with first is Incineroar, Farigiraf, Torkoal, Ursaluna, Specifically Blood Moon Ursaluna, Mega Gardevoir, and Sinistra, with Gardevoir being my main focus on my Mega. Is the plan. I got some stuff I can do with this. I have a couple of options that can work outside of Trick Room if that's not going to be a viable setup. I have... Basically, it's a team that can have an outside of Trick Room mode if it needs to, but is intended to be a Trick Room team. So, yeah, Quiet Mint. There we go. And I want to make sure you have Gardevoir right. There we go. Do you think you would struggle with special walls with that setup? There's options I've got. Like, if I'm up against a special wall, I can do stuff like, Flame Orb Ursaluna shouldn't have too much trouble getting around that. I've got options. I don't know if it's a perfect team, but it's the team I want to have a fuck around with and see how it do. Yeah, Champions comes out on Wednesday. I don't know if it's midnight per region or if it's, like, universally launching at the same time or something. Oh, yeah, no. Yes. Blood Moon... No, that's not Blood Moon, is it? No. Sorry, not... No, apologies, specifically not Blood Moon Ursaluna. I always get the two fucking Ursalunas confused. I have not played enough competitively with them. I know the difference between them mechanically. I always forget which one is which when I'm looking at pictures of them. So yes, you're right. I said Blood Moon, I meant regular Ursaluna. Adamant Nature pumping all of my stats into regular attack. Having Ursaluna there with Flame Orb to be Facade, Headlong Rush, Earthquake, Protect was the thought. Dead Echo anime. I wish I could teach you how to be good at competitive Pokemon. I have barely played competitive myself. I've been quite enjoying the very, very different ranked competitive mode for ZA, but this is my first time trying to take 2v2 competitive format ranked play seriously, so I am doing a lot of taking advice from other people's team makeups and going what seems like a strategy I would have fun with that is good for practicing the fundamentals, because, like, looking at this team that I'm gonna mess around with, we've got Fake Out on Incineroar, which is and like maneuvering moves, so good practice for doing like your parting shot and such. There is Farigiraf, which has Trick Room and like 4 out of my 6 Pokemon have Protect, which is going to be really good for me getting practice at when are the good opportunities to be using Protect, practicing my reads. Good mix of spread moves and targeted moves in case I come and get across wide guard versus single target protection teams. It is a team that of the teams I've looked at, it's the one that goes, that's a very clear game plan, but it also lets me really practice the really simple fundamentals of positioning. Do we know if Pokemon champions will be separated into tiers? Like, what's stopping people from just spamming legendaries? So it probably won't be tiers. What it will be is the same way that, like, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet stopped people from, quote, spamming legendaries, which is there will be seasons of ranked play. They'll probably be called something like regulations, in which certain Pokemon are permitted and certain Pokemon are banned. And it's not like, oh, this is Uber's tier, all the best ones are allowed. This is the next tier down, it's not like that. It'll be things like, one of the regulations in Scarlet and Violet was you can have one Pokemon on your team that is from this list of otherwise forbidden Pokemon, and the other 5 have to be not from that list. Things like that. They will have different regulations that will last for probably a month to 6 weeks each, some of which will let you have multiple legendaries on your team, some of which will restrict and be like no legendaries at all. They'll cycle through. I'll explain what I know. Dead Echo anime. I'll talk you through what I'm planning. So, I'm gonna talk about this like from the very most basics of competitive Pokemon play, which is about where I'm at. I'm gonna be building this team around Mega Gardevoir. Mega Gardevoir has really good stat spreads, but specifically, what I'm doing moves-wise is, we're going to have a move on this Gardevoir called Trick Room. The idea of Trick Room is that a lot of Pokemon that are very strong in their stats are balanced by being very slow. Trick Room swaps the order of all the Pokemon so the slowest ones move first and the fastest ones move last. If you can set up Trick Room, a lot of slow Pokemon get to do a lot of really strong damage. So that's the very basic of what I'm planning here. I'm planning this team with just Mega Gardevoir. Maybe that's ill-advised of me. A lot of competitive teams would like to have at least 2 Pokemon that have a Mega Stone, so there's a little bit of flexibility. But obviously, if I put a second Mega Stone on something, that's a second Pokemon that isn't getting the benefits of a held item during regular play, right? I'm trying to go, there is one game plan so that I can maximize how many of my other Pokemon get to have held items. And for me, as like a beginner player trying to get better at competitive, minimizing the number of variances in the game plan for me early on, I think is going to be good. I think is just give myself, particularly for online ranked play, which is basically just best of 1. It's not like I need to switch up for the second and third round of a best of 3. I can go, I have the game plan, I stick to the game plan, I practice getting good at doing the game plan. Hence, maybe it's a bit silly, maybe I change that down the line. I'm gonna try and commit to having Gardevoir as my only Mega on the team. So, I'm gonna have to swap to a different game in a minute, because the rest of my team that I want to start setting up do not exist in Legends ZA. So I'm gonna have to, let's save. I want to make a box in Pokemon Home ready for just my competitive team. So then we head over to Home. Yeah, in terms of move spread, the plan for Mega Gardevoir is, for type spread, is EVs, which are like the stats that you can choose to separate like one Gardevoir from another. There's these things called EVs. They dictate, like, my Gardevoir, for example, is going to be, most of its stats are going to be pumped into its HP to try and keep its longevity up. Some of that into regular defense, again, to keep its longevity up. Some of it into special attack, in order to get it strong enough to take down some of the big threats. A tiny bit into speed, which might be counterintuitive given that it's a Trick Room team, because giving it some speed points will make it slightly slower in Trick Room. However, it means if I am in a mirror match against another Mega Gardevoir in Trick Room, I can probably be confident that my couple of points put into speed means that I will be slightly faster outside of Trick Room, slightly slower inside Trick Room, and while that might seem like a negative, I'll at least know which order I'm going to move in, rather than it being like our speeds are tied and therefore it's a 50-50 chance who goes first or second each time we attack. And in a situation like that, I would rather have the certainty of I'm moving second and plan around that rather than bank on moving first. So, that's one Pokemon on this team of 6 thought through. Give me a second. Dead Echo anime, I'm not interested in trading at the moment. I appreciate the offer, but at the moment I'm working on my team. So, give me a second to... The Keep Studios, I feel like an old woman trying to learn competitive Pokemon. Trying to learn competitive is just not the way I've ever played Pokemon. I've always been a collect all the rare, colourful creatures, run around using my favourites kind of person. I watch a lot of content from people who do competitive Pokemon without ever having really committed to trying to grind the ladder. So I'm having to learn a lot very quickly, and it's mildly overwhelming trying to go from 0 to 100 in terms of taking the competitive side of the game seriously. Right, so give me a second. I'm going to empty this box, and this is going to be my... It's going to be my box that I put my competitive stuff for home into. How much of my team will be shiny? I think I'm going with a full shiny team. The benefits of having a nearly complete living shiny national dex is I can have a legitimately caught original trainer, OT trained full shiny team. So, Gardevoir, that's our Pokemon number 1. Right, so let me swap around. Let's just get saving. Can I move Ursaluna into Scarlet and Violet? I assume so. So let's find... Ursaluna would be Legends Arceus, which would be in here. This is my shiny Ursaluna. This is going to be the second part of my team. And yes, that can move to Scarlet and Violet. Put this in here for now. I want a Sinistchar, which is going to come from the Scarlet and Violet DLC. Sinistchar. I need to be more consistent whether I OT myself Laura or Laura K Buzz in games. So we're doing a Sinistchar. I want a Torkoal. What's Torkoal's Pokedex number? Yeah, there is a mobile version of Pokemon Champions. It's not releasing on Wednesday with the other versions of the game. It's releasing, quote, sometime later this year. My guess would be probably right around the time of the World Championships this year, to get people hyped around that. Torkoal is Gen 3. Find me a Torkoal. Yeah, this is Gen 3. Where is my shiny Torkoal? There we go. That's one with my original trainer name on it. We can use that one. In order to make sure I am completely tournament legal, I'm making sure that I'm not using any Pokemon that I did not catch myself. As you can see, there's a shiny Torkoal I got in a trade. Not going to use that one because I don't know its origin. If I got it in a trade, I don't know it's legitimate, and I don't want to get in trouble using illegitimate Pokemon in tournament play or competitive play. Then I need a Farigiraf, which is going back up to Scarlet and Violet. That's Sword and Shield. Farigiraf is... here. Again, that's got my original trainer name on it, so we can use that one. And then I just need an Incineroar. Now, do I have an Incineroar with my OT on it? I do! I do have one with my OT on it. That's great. Kathleen says I've decided that my cat is shiny. Tell me about your shiny cat. What appearance do they have that you reckon they're a shiny? Okay, so I'm gonna move these over to Scarlet and Violet for a minute, so I can try and set them up how I want them. Or at least as close as I can get before Wednesday. Okay. Incineroar is going to be is going to be my real big attempt at a sweeper if I can't set up Trick Room, or if I'm on a team where none of my Trick Room setters stack up nicely. Sarah says, I remember watching a short where someone at a convention, they would give them a Pokemon and they had to say the type. It was a lot of obscure ones and he got all 20. The guy asked how he knew them all and the kid said with a straight face, autism. I mean, that's the most honest answer you can give, I think. Okay. Sorry, yes, this is Blood Moon Ursuluna. Okay, so if I go to box 1, we're going to do regular Ursuluna. So this is one of the Pokemon that's going to be on it's going to be on the slow side of teams. It's not going to be the slowest. Ursuluna is one of those that I think you can make work either inside or outside of Trick Room if you know where it's positioned. It's bulky enough, it doesn't mind moving second. So we're going to try and give it... Do I have a Flame Orb to give it? Flame Orb would be in here, wouldn't it? No, I don't have a Flame Orb. Where do I get a Flame Orb in this game? Where to get a Flame Orb in Scarlet and Violet? Flame Orb. Violet. Levincia. How do I gotta remember how to get the map up. There we go. Where is Levincia? Look for Delibird presence here. So the idea with this Ursuluna is we want to have it with the ability Guts, and the thing with Guts is that it boosts your attacking stats 50% if you are inflicted with a status ailment. The Flame Orb boosts our damage stats, but when we attack an enemy, we get burned. That's good for us. The Flame Orb boosts our attack, burns us, Guts boosts our attack further. We are a rampaging wall of damage. That's roughly the plan. I gotta remember where Delibird Presence is in this town. Is it this one here? Maybe this one here. Yes. I remember this game better than I think I do. Flame Orb. So, we are going to give Ursuluna Flame Orb. Yeah, so Flame Orb will... There we go, yeah. So it'll give us a... It'll automatically burn us, which will allow us to get the Guts bonus. What's your ability right now? Do you have... Oh, where do I see your ability in here? So you've got the Flame Orb. Bulletproof, no. So how do I change your ability? There's an item for that, isn't there? How to change ability... Scarlet, Violet. Oh, ability capsules. We should have a bunch of those from raids. I'm gonna move you. Yeah, so if I want... Guts is, I think, the hidden ability, so I'm gonna want an ability patch, I think. Oh. Oh, okay, no, we wanted... There we go, we got Guts. So, if we put you back in the box for a second, we now have a Guts Flame Orb Ursuluna. So yeah, so its attack stat's gonna go up. Don't worry about the stats for now. I will do the stats when we get into Pokemon Champions on Wednesday. But yes, we now get an attack boost when we are burned, and we automatically get burned. The BT, I would rather you not. I appreciate that you are trying to be helpful. I would like to try and make a team myself, even if it's a bad team, even if it's a suboptimal team. Even if you think you have a thing that would make my team better, I would like to try making a team that I think is cool. And even if it's suboptimal using it. Because, I'll say this, even if I made the best team in the world, people would argue about whether I made the right choices or not. But also... I want to have a chance to... I want to build the team before I let too many cooks get in the kitchen telling me I built the team wrong. You know? So, let's look. We're doing Guts, Flame Orb. What nature are you right now? Where do I see your nature? You're naive. I want you to be adamant. Which is going to boost your attack. At the expense of your special attack, which you're not going to be using. Yeah, so you're not doing anything with your special attack stats, so we're going to increase your attack at the expense of your special. Then I'm just going to start working on moves. So I want on this... Facade, Headlong Rush, Earthquake, Protect. So, Headlong Rush is going to be one of them for sure. Facade, Earthquake, Protect. Protect is going to be your last move. No worries, Tara. It's been lovely to have you around. Facade and Earthquake if I can. Yes, the move's power is doubled if the user is poisoned, burned, or paralyzed, so that's going to go from a 70 to a 140 base power move. Is nice. You see the rough game plan. And Earthquake is good because it hits multiple targets. Well, I've got to have an Earthquake TM in here somewhere. There we go. Facade, Headlong Rush, Crash, and Earthquake to go and Protect. Okay, other than the stat spread we're going to want to fuck around with on Wednesday, I think this is roughly what we want. I'm not actually going to learn Hammer Arm, I just want to look at my moves again. So Headlong Rush lowers the user's defense and special defense stats. It's 120 base power. I can use this on turn 1 before I am, for example, before I am burned. It's going to be briefly stronger than Facade. It's single target if I don't want to be using a multi-target move, if I'm afraid that they're going to use Wide Guard, and then we've got Protect. That is my Ursaluna. Then let's look at the Sinistra. I want to give you a held item. I want to look at my berry pocket. And we're going with the old classic, the Citrus Berry. If Pokemon holds one of these berries, it will be able to restore a small amount of HP to itself. I believe it is 30% of their health that they can recover. This is for longevity and survivability. Sinistra has a bunch of stuff that's going to keep them alive at 25%. Okay, I stand corrected. I knew it was in that rough ballpark. This is one of the reasons I'm really looking forward to Pokemon Champions. That game does such a better job of just saying the outright numbers rather than going a small amount. So, what do we want to do with this? What's our ability currently? Okay, we have Hospitality. This is what we want. But when the Pokemon enters a battle, it showers its ally with Hospitality, restoring a small amount of the ally's HP. Cool. We have a Citrus Berry to keep ourselves alive. We have Hospitality to keep the rest of the team alive. We have Matcha Gotcha. Yep. We have Shadow Ball. We don't have Life Dew or Rage Powder. There we go. Yeah, so we've got Rage Powder to draw attention to itself. We're gonna run this with high. HP. Yeah, draw attention to itself. Can only aim it at us. Shadow Ball can lower the target special defense stat. Matcha Gotcha. The user's HP is restored by up to half the damage taken by the target. Can burn the target. Life Dew restores the HP of itself and its ally Pokemon currently in battle. This is basically longevity support Pokemon. This is draw attacks away from our sweeper, keep healing itself, keep healing the sweeper. once we've gotten Trick Room set up, this is the keep the sweeper alive and out of damage intention. That's the plan here. Then we want a... What nature are you currently? Brave. We don't want you brave. We want you... Special attack up, speed down. That's fine. We're gonna be in Trick Room. If you have to do your attack, we want your attack to be as strong as it can. We're gonna use the Quiet Mint on you. I think that's Sinister entirely prepped. Okay, then we want Torkoal set up. So, how are we doing Torkoal? Torkoal's going to be... What's your ability currently? Drought. Turns the sunlight harsh when the Pokemon enters the battle. This is what we want. All of your fire moves are going to get stronger because the harsh sunlight is out. Then we want... I'm not going to worry about the EVs right now. We want to give you Charcoal to hold. Do I have Charcoal to give you? Yeah, there we go. Boost the power of the holder's fire type move. Because you are going to be our fire type sweeper if we can make it work. Moves, we want Eruption. The lower the user's HP, the lower the move's power, so we want to be using this when we are still at good health. This is part of why we want Sinister, is to keep Torkoal's health, like for example, to be able to keep Torkoal's health up so that Eruption does as much damage as possible. It attacks both of the enemy Pokemon at once with, what's the base power? 150 base power, boosted by Charcoal. This is going to be like one of our big options. We're going to put Eruption on there, we're going to put Heat Wave, Earth Power, and Protect. Wave. So Heat Wave, I believe, is also a multi-target move. It's 95 base power, so it's not as strong as Eruption. If our health is low, Eruption's going to drop in power. We want a backup, good, strong spread fire move. Heat Wave is sometimes going to be that. We want Earth Power for coverage. And we want Protect as our final move. How do I teach you Earth Power? I'm gonna be a TM. There we go, 90 base power. May lower the target special defense, that is great. Replace Clear Smog. Cool, that's Torkoal ready. Then we want the Farigiraf with my favorite. I love this item. We're going to use Farigiraf with Throat Spray, if I've got one ready to give. I can't imagine I don't have one available. Really? Not with Throat Spray available? Oh, there it is. So, if if the holder of this item uses a sound-based move, a category I so rarely think about, the Throat Spray will boost its special attack. We are giving this to Farigiraf because we want Farigiraf to use Hyper Voice, a normal type move that hits both enemies. So I want to change. Actually, what's the ability? No, we don't want Cud Chew. Cud Chew lets you eat a berry twice. We don't want that. We want Armor Tail. There we go, Armor Tail. So, Farigiraf will now makes opponents unable to use priority moves against the Pokemon or its allies. So priority moves are moves that ignore the turn order. They ignore the speed stats of Pokemon. So in a regular game, fastest Pokemon moves first, unless a move with priority happens. That's the classic example is Quick Attack. Back in Gen 1, you used to get told Quick Attack always moves first. In the modern games, they would tell you Quick Attack has a stage of priority. There are moves with differing stages of priority, so any move with priority moves before the speed stat matters, but depending on how many stages of priority your move has, will determine which move with priority gets to go first. So priority moves just simply will not work. It means things like, if I want to use Farigiraf as my Trick Room setter, it stops my opponent from using something that would, like... what's the one I'm thinking of? There's a move that, Fake Out, that has priority and a very high chance of making me flinch. It could go before my Farigiraf, make them flinch, prevent them getting off. Prankster, Taunt, and Fake Out are examples. But yeah, so I want a Pokemon that can, like, guaranteed set up Trick Room and not be affected by priority moves. This is my option for that. That's why we like Armor Tail. Then we want to know... Let's remember our moves. But Psychic... what level are you? 39. Let me just chuck you full of experience candy for a minute so that you can learn all of your level up set your moves from your level up sets. Do you know if we'll need to get Megastones separately in Champions versus bring them from other games? My understanding is if you bring a Pokemon from home to Champions with a held item, it will still have that held item. However, I know that Megastones are one of the held items that is for sale for victory points for VP in the Champions in-game store, so maybe you'll need to get held items in Champions. I don't know for certain. My understanding is that you won't need to get them again in Champions if you're bringing a Pokemon that's holding one from home, but I wouldn't rely on that information. Okay. So summary. Now, Psychic. There we go. 90 power. Then we want Hyper Voice. Hyper Voice, Trick Room, Protect. These all TM moves. Hyper Voice and Trick Room. Hyper Voice. Need to find Trick Room. And the thing about this team is I can, not perfectly, the stats won't be quite correct and I won't have Mega Gardevoir, but I can kind of throw together a version of this team and have a little fuck around with them tonight. Even if just a little bit before we end the stream, just to see how badly I fail at utilizing the on-paper theory of this team. And then we want... What's your nature currently? Sassy? No, we don't want sassy. What do you want? I think we want quiet again. Yeah, special attack, stronger, speed may suffer. Okay, Farigiraf's basically ready to go. And then Incineroar, you're our last one to set up. So, we want you to have... Oh, we don't want Blaze, we want Intimidate! We want the best ability in the Pokemon series. There we go, we've got you Intimidate. Then we want to give you an item. I give you a berry. Do I have one? Is this the one? Yeah, for now, let's go Figgy Berry. Then I want to set your nature. Not Impish. We want... How can this team possibly function without Magikarp? I'm currently missing a 6th Pokemon because I can't use my Mega Gardevoir in here right now. I'll throw a Magikarp as my 6th Pokemon and I'll try the current online play in Scarlet and Violet using Magikarp as my 6th. How's that, Saint Nobody? Careful. Special defense, stronger, special attack. Suffer. Yeah. Then we want moves. We want Fake Out. Darkest Lariat Party. Out. Fake Out Party. What level are you currently? Teach, fake out, Cineroll. Oh, fake out's a stupid egg move. That's fine, we can teach it fake out without needing to do breeding in champions. It means for now I'm gonna have to put something else in that slot. Throat chop for now will go in that slot, and the other one we need is. Don't tell me parting shots also. I don't know. I don't have to breed it. I can do it with the stupid mirror herb. Okay. How to mirror herb egg moves. Okay, so what I want to do is how do I delete moves? Forget a move. Throat chop. Forget a move. Thrash. See, nobody, when I generally played, that is how I played. This is very much a first for me in terms of trying to be serious about Pokemon competitively. I want a mirror herb. Maybe 2. These will let me learn moves that the Pokemon can't normally learn. No, I gotta get a Cascarafa. Okay, I gotta go somewhere else. Where's Cascarafa? Oh, that's your place. Okay. Okay, we're nearly done. We're nearly done sort of training up a competitive team ready for Wednesday. I gotta remember where the Delibird presence in this town is, which I think is here. Battle items. 2 mirror herbs. So forget about your held item for now. We're going to give you mirror herb. Then I need to picnic you with a Pokemon that knows parting shot. Let's say a Grimmsnarl? Grimmsnarl right now that moved all my shinies out. Oh, Monkey Dory can learn Parting Shot. So we're gonna run out into the desert. Have a picnic. We're gonna give it a minute. And hopefully Monkey Dory will teach my Incineroar Parting Shot. I don't know how long I've got to leave you. That sleepy little monkey is going to teach this wrestling cat what to do. Is that long enough? Incineroar. Next summary. You now know Parting Shot. Okay, who can I learn Fake Out from? Fake Out. Teach. Who can learn Fake Out? Oh, you can learn Fake Out. Monkey Dory, can you teach my Incineroar both of the moves that they need? It would be great if so. Hey Incineroar, continue to learn things from that monkey. That monkey's a good influence on you. I know it's very sleepy, but it knows a lot, trust it. Did you do it, Incineroar? Did you learn? Fake Out! Fake Out and Parting Shot! Hell yeah! Oh, good night, Dead Echo Anime. It's lovely to have you around tonight. Okay. So in theory, I have my team. Minus, you know, like one slot, but that's fine. Where can I quickly go and find a Magikarp? Or, ain't nobody. Where would I find a Magikarp early game? Magikarp, Pokemon Violet. I think if I run near the beginning, I could probably find one. Near the lighthouse. We'll have a look around. I can't imagine it would be that hard for me to find a... Magikarp, would it? I won't forget that Magikarp can struggle when it runs out of PP for Splash. I'll keep that in mind. Come on, Magikarp. There'll be one of you around here somewhere. Just watch this be the slowest part of the stream, is me finding a Magikarp. Oh, there's one. No, Wingull, not you. Magikarp will also be the only non-shiny on this team. Now, prepare to watch me be not great at this team, at least at first. I know, in theory, how this team should function, but I also... Some of them are missing some of the moves they're supposed to have, and I have not tried them this team a single time, but we'll give it a go. Now, this is the team minus the Gardevoir that really is meant to be the anchor that holds it together. Let's save. Oh, I have shiny Magikarps. I just can't be bothered to go into Pokemon Home, get a shiny Magikarp, and put it on this team, considering that really it has no home on this team. I'm gonna try a casual 2v2 before I try a ranked match. Not what I meant to do. I didn't mean to replace Team 1, but we did now. It's here. Okay, let's see. Oh. Oops, I almost thought for a second I'd accidentally hit the stop streaming button. Who do I send? Who do I send? We go... Let's try sending this for... Oh, I forgot that legendaries are completely allowed in the current... Oh no, or it's probably because this is casual. I'm going up against a team that has 3 legendaries on it. Oh well. Hey, Zigra. Come on, Deus. Pick your team. Magikarp isn't very good here. Magikarp is here not because Magikarp is good, but because this is my team for Pokemon Champions I've been prepping, and the final Pokemon there is Mega Gardevoir, which is not I cannot use Mega Gardevoir in Scarlet and Violet, and the Mega Gardevoir I've prepped is in ZA, so it can't move back to Scarlet and Violet, so I'm just throwing anything in the 6th slot. Current rule set is 2 restricted Pokemon. Yeah, well... I'm gonna try with this team that doesn't have any restricted Pokemon in it, so probably very foolish of me. How do we know these Pokemon are all in Champions? These are all ones that have shown up in footage of people playing Champions. Yeah, all of them are ones that have been shown in Champions footage. Okay. Yeah, you're terrestrializing straight away. What are you? Yeah, I thought you might. Yeah, that's on me. Okay, I'm probably gonna do badly, but that's part of the learning process. Yeah, considering I haven't EV trained these Pokemon at all. Also, I didn't even think about their Terra types because we're going to be using them in Champions where Terras aren't a thing right now. Because Egra says first thing to learn, bring Kyogre. Kyogre's not going to be legal in, as far as we can tell, in first regulation Champions. Well, this is going terribly, but let's see what we can do. I don't have anything with wide guard on, do I? No. Yeah, I shouldn't have bothered with Rage. This is what I'm learning. Shouldn't have bothered with Rage Powder because you're going to use Eruption, and Eruption's not a single target move, so I can't Rage Powder you into changing your target. Yeah, how much am I looking to pump into the... Yeah. Yazigra, I am down to fewer than 60 shiny species left in the entire series to left to get. You know what, screw it, let's jump in a ranked battle. Why not? Yes, some of the new Mega abilities have been found via the home update. And some of them have been leaking, and some of them have been found via PAX gameplay footage from PAX. It's interesting. Yes, I don't expect to do well, considering I've not actually sorted my EVs on any of these Pokemon. Mega Soul is very cool. That's why I'm not telling you any. I'm not saying any of the stuff from the leaks because I know not everyone wants to see them. There are some cool abilities floating around. Oh yeah, there are way too many restricted Pokemon in the format right now. I've built this team around the relatively low power first champions format, and then I'm like, oh yeah, trying this team out in Scarlet and Violet is not going to go well for me because I have built this. I didn't think through the logical thing, which is I've built this team for a format that he's not yet playing, and it's probably not going to do well in this very different format. Let's... Prepare for me to get absolutely wrecked again, but if nothing else, I can practice my what is my positioning here, what am I expecting from my enemy Pokemon. Yes, that list of 60 includes all of the shiny locked ones, which means the number I actually need to find shiny is lower than that. Okay. You know what? Let's do a double protect opening turn. See if I can bait out their Terra type and learn something about what they're planning. Miraidon and Koraidon are available shiny, I believe. I believe they were distribution only. They were, what was it? GameStop in the US you had to get the codes from, but... Oh, as UK people. Yes, I had to get Americans to send me codes. Okay, yeah, so there's no problem with me stalling out a double protect on turn 1 to work out, to learn stuff. Because by doing this, I can learn at least one move that each of these Pokemon have, and I can see what their plan is. So the plan here was definitely double in... Oh, no, okay, it wasn't double into the Farigiraf. Interesting. So they unfortunately now know that I'm unlikely to protect, because I'm protected with both. I'm going to attempt to set up Trick Room. Not that I think it's going to go well. See if I can get off an Earth Power. Yeah, you're gonna... You tried to use Encore, you didn't realize I had, could stop your priority. You knocked off my Charcoal, that's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, you can see how weak my Torkoal is because I haven't given it any EVs. But at the very least, we've now set up... We can do Hyper Voice that would set off the Throat Spray. Again, I'm not going to do well here, but I can at least practice my setup. Yeah, all of these moves are pitifully weak because I put 0 EVs into any of these Pokemon. Yeah, I'm gonna do the EVs. There's no reason for me to bother with them before Wednesday when I can just do them with sliders. Let's go Protect on Farigiraf. Earth Power into... Yeah, if I were doing more damage because I'd actually set my EVs up. I do like Trick Room teams, theoretically. I like the speed control. Yeah, but I just don't know if I can be arsed right now. We got like an hour stream. Maybe I duck out and try and set the EVs here. Hyper Voice. How many turns of Trick Room do I have left? This is what I need to be remembering. I need to be note-taking when I do this on Wednesday. I need to track my own turns of Trick Room. Yeah, you were gonna take me out. Honestly, I think the fact that it took this long for my Farigiraf to go down is impressive. Yeah. The status screen will tell me, I just need to remember how to check it. Yeah, Urshifu. Now I need to remember that Urshifu can rip through Protect, so Protect's pointless here with this setup. Facade is... Yeah, I wish I could check it during turns as well. I think this might be the last turn of the Twisted Dimensions. Honestly, this fight's not going as badly as I anticipated it going, considering my lack of EVs. Ooh! Already headlong rushes. Maybe I want to be considering the Farigarath Urshaluna lead more than the Torkoal lead. Yeah, that Urshaluna's a fucking beast. Okay, yeah. Now, clearly I'm going to lose. There's no getting around that. I'm gonna play it out though. I do love Blood Moon. I want to just get a feel for the Sinister. Okay, the dimensions have returned to normal. You're gonna win. You know you're gonna win. Just pick your moves. Oh yeah, Surging Strikes. There it is. Which of you avoided the attack? How much health do I get back? Oh, reasonable health regen. You know what? I'm not going to win this, but I want to see how far I can take it with just Sinister. They've got a couple of Pokemon on low health. Yeah, Miraidon's going to fuck me up. Yeah, you're going to terrestrialize into electric to... Yeah, this is your sweep. Oh, no, you're going to fairy. Okay. Interesting. Defensive Terra type at this moment. Yeah, you got me. Okay, can I be bothered to set these EVs? Let's try. Let's give it a go. I'm going to be using a team that is definitely not built for the power level of the current regulation format, but without my big ace in the hole, but let's go for it. Let's try it. How quickly can I set these EVs? So. Swap these around a little. Oh. I'm not saying I'm Jesus, but... Okay, so if I want to reduce my... If I want to reduce my EVs, I need to use... Uh... I want 252 HP. I want HP up. That's going to be what? 10? I have 17 of these. 170. Where do I buy HP ups? It's the mountain town, isn't it? Oh, the electric gym town, is it? I thought it was from... Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, here? Yeah, so 17, so I want another 8. Then I want another 2 points. To health feather, I think gives me 2. I can give 1. I don't think I can give you a... Yeah, I know I should buy them in batches of 10, but yeah. So I want 4 attack. Yeah, is a... How many EVs per feather? Feathers increase an EV by 1. Okay, so I want muscle feather 2. Oh, 4. 4 into its attack stat. 4 into its defense stat. Then 252 into its speed. I want speed increase is... Oh, I have 28 carbos already. Did I skim over it? Ah. There it is. And then I should be able to give it two swift feathers. Nope, I've apparently done that slightly wrong, but that's fine. That's close enough. That'll do for now. So then we want for Rigarath. Where's the thing that... Fresh Start Mochi for... Oh, I gotta put Rigarath in the party. Yeah, okay, so for Rigarath down, and then we want 100 in HP, so I want 10. Do I have enough cash for all of these right now? Let's find out. That's 100 into your HP. We want Iron for defense, we want 92, so I want to put 9. Then 2 resist feathers. Then 156 special attack. I want 15. I want to have 15 calcium total. Oh, and I have 30 calcium. Why did I think I had fewer than that? $15 calcium. And 6. I don't know. Special defense. Zinc. We're going to get 15 of these. Then another 6. Cool. Then tall coal. Hey, Nicky Martin, it's going good. I am setting us up as much of my team I want to play around with in Pokemon Champions in advance as I can. I don't know if I'll be any good, but I want to try and get better at competitive Pokemon, and I want to at least take a team a little seriously and see how it goes. So, Torkoal, we want to put 252 into HP, so I need 25 HP ups. $25 HP up, plus 2 more. 2 health feathers. Then 4 defense. Then 252 special attack. That's 5. Need another 10 calcium. And then 2 more special attack. Or into special defense. Okay, clearly slightly messed it up slightly there, but it's close enough. I can tweak it. Champions. Two left to sort. Ursaluna, we would like have 140. Okay. $250. I have enough protein. 11. I'm not training the Magikarp. I know. Why did you assume it was the Magikarp I wasn't training? I might have been skipping the Sinistchar. So yes, 140 HP. Oh, you've been remembering to reset them. Then 252 attack. Two muscle feathers. 4 resist feathers. 116 speed. Or special defense. 116 special defense. We're doing special defense. Okay, I'm off by about 2 somewhere, but that's fine. Again, we'll tweak it around. And then we're going to do Sinistra. Oh, I am absolutely terrible at rhythm games myself. You're in good company there. Sinistra. We're going to reset you quickly. And then we want 52 HP, so we're going to buy 25 HP ups. Defense do I have? Yeah, I have defense ones. 148 special attacks, so I'm going to want 14. $92. All right. HP. Do 12 defense. $48 special attack. $92 for speed, special defense. Okay, I think that is my stat spread. Did I do my defense rather than my special defense? This is why I want these sliders on Wednesday. Too many bloody numbers. Okay, I'll fix it later. I meant to give 92 special defense. 12 defense, 92 special defense. It's fine. For now, I'm not going to stress about it for now. This is going to be way closer to what I want. So I'm going to have another little online battle going to play around a little bit. And again, I know that this is a terrible regulation format for me to be trying this team out in. But... oh yeah, I could do 9 berries. It's fine. I'm just gonna play around and see how this goes. Oh. The Sinistchar's still in my party. Also, I'm not sure about that. I might fuck around with Incineroar's item as well, but... yes, I'm so looking forward to being able to see, like, with the nature you have, this is where you've set this slider to, and here's where you get the bonus stat points because of your nature. All of that stuff is so much better, because I have too much ADHD to do all of this menuing and not fuck stuff up, and then not notice I fucked stuff up. I need the visual so I can go, I definitely did the right thing there. Right, there's so much good quality of life coming in Champions, and I'm so excited for all of it. I have a video going up about the cognitive accessibility benefits of a lot of the quality of life stuff going up tomorrow, and I'm very excited to share that. Okay, let's do a casual, and then a ranked. And probably do terrible, but we'll see. Yeah, does casual just have no limits on restricted Pokemon? Because this is just a team of almost exclusively things that I would assume are restricted. Yes, the one I know I'm really bad at is if I've made in my notes, like, I've put down either speed or special defense as the thing I need to, fuck. I need to... forgot I needed to be picking my team. I'm having an ADHD day. I really didn't need to rush nearly as much as I did there. Yes, I mix up speed and special defense all the time. Alouette is not legal in ranked. Okay. Okay, we're definitely considerably more survivable. I survived both. Torkoal gets in a KO. We're gonna set up the Trick Room, which is Furigara's main job. Okay, this is looking better. I should go before... oh, levitate. Of course. Of course, should have paid attention to... Should have doubled into the Koraidon. That is my fault. Oh, yeah, okay, Torkoal, you are decently sturdy. Okay. But I think that's fine. That sets us up to swap into... Oh, what have you got on you? Leftovers. Okay. Ooh, Sinister maybe. No, let's get Ursuluna up and running. Ooh, Facade is nice even without the doubling. Raiden down. Okay, okay, I'm feeling this team a bit more now I've put the EVs on it roughly correctly. Yeah, Farigiraf's gonna go down. Ursuluna is now burned, which is what we wanted. Flame Orb is set up. Sinister is going to be our sort of healer defender. Okay, here we go. Headlong rush into Entei. Ooh! Oh, that Ursuluna is nice. Guts Ursuluna with the burn on. Okay, okay. That Pokemon is a bowl of matcha, yes. Look, I'm no good at competitive Pokemon, but I'm excited to try. I want Champions to be the time that I give competitive Pokemon like a proper serious play. Okay, okay, we did alright. Maybe I jump into ranked. I try a little bit of ranked with this team. Granted, given that like one of our 6 slots is a dead slot because we can't put Mega Gardevoir in it yet, I honestly don't... I don't hate where this team is at. Who knows if I'll stick with it, but... I like the idea of this team. I've done alright before. I tried being serious, like very early on in Scarlet and Violet's life, I tried doing a bit of competitive. I got to the first blue rank, so that I got to the first of the light blue ranks at one point. Yeah, I don't have the big restricted, so I'm probably going to lose, but yeah, who cares? I'm going to have fun. As I say, me playing these ranked games here, I know that I'm at a massive disadvantage. My plan is not to win these matches, it is to get a feel for how this team stacks up against various things. Who can survive what? How do these speeds line up? I need to work out when I want to send Incineroar in. I've barely been sending Incineroar in so far yet. I need to remember that I don't just pick the 4 teams I have to hit standing by as well. It doesn't just automatically lock in when I pick the 4th Pokemon. Okay. I'm also at a bit of a disadvantage because I haven't set my Pokemon's Terras up. Because that's not the format I'm prepping for, but... Okay. Let's take the chance, let's try and set the Trick Room up. I'm going to do a defensive Terra just to try and throw them on my typing. I'm doing a what the fuck are you planning Terra. Yeah, okay, Terrapago's protected. I'm not even bothering to try and hit it. I'm doing a setup turn. Armor Tail stops you from doing your setup move. I'm the only one who dealt damage on turn 1. Oh, ETH Demon, that's been the case for a while now, that you can see super effectiveness in ranked competitive battles, which is really cool. I'm very glad they made that change. Yeah, Champions is making it better too as well. Like, Champions will now tell you, for example, is the move 2 times effective or 4 times effective, etc. Okay, Throat Spray is now active. That's what I wanted. We're going to use Parting Shot. That's fine. Who are you sending out? I've got a bit of setup going now. This is good. Hey, Grimmsnarl. I need to be concerned about you sat there doing your setup. But... ooh, leftovers? Okay. I see, you want to make a little defensive wall there. Torkoal is still on full health. And the bright sunlight is still up. So we can Eruption. Okay, I'm taking good advantage of the Trick Room. Okay, I have multiple turns of Trick Room and Harsh Sunlight still to work with. There is no reason for me to not keep the pressure up right now with... You've given me no reason to think you have Wide Guard. Yeah. Hey, Terra. Yeah, I expected they were at some point going to try and go on the offensive with the Stellar Terra type. I'm doing a Trick Room team, yeah. Oh, that Terrapagos is fucking sturdy. Yeah, Terra Starstorm's gonna do some big damage. Who are you going for? Oh, yeah, it's a broad hit. Okay. Okay, I still have a couple of turns of Trick Room. So what I should probably do is bring out... I think this is the time to bring out, Luna. Okay, let's try and get some big damage in on the Terrapagos while we can. Yeah, Stellatorapagos is a big problem for, yes, as you say, for Torkoal, but... Yes, I know that Champions is going to be doing Megas, not Terras. I built this team for Megas. I don't have my Mega on this team. I'm just testing out to see if the Pokemon feel good with how I've set them up. So now, we're going to be 2v2, both with one pretty wounded and one coming in fresh. With one turn left of Trick Room, I believe. And my second Trick Room setter coming in, who will heal when switching in, which is good for me. Yeah, Calyrex is a problem for me, but... Oh, that heal is nice. Shadow Ball would be good. Matcha, gotcha. Oh, I should have facaded. Okay, yeah, you're gonna protect. That's fine. It's early days. This is my first ranked battle since actually setting my EVs up, and I'm having fun with it. We'll see. I'm gonna have to try it in the actual format, but am I interested at all in the Deep Rock Galactic Survivor DLC coming out later this month? I'll probably pick it up. I enjoy Deep Rock Galactic Survivors a lot. I absolutely love it, and I will take any excuse to play more of that game. Okay, you've already protected on both. What are you disabling? You're disabling Facade. Oh, Headlong Rush. That's fine. I'm not using Headlong Rush. Haha! Yes, I'm aware that that Protect is getting majorly nerfed. Oh! Oh, you stalled out Trick Room, but I didn't reset Trick Room. Fuck, I forgot to reset Trick Room. That's on me. Out of curiosity, how much damage does Shadow Ball do? Ooh! That Focus Sash. Okay, I'm not gonna win this, but honestly, I didn't do too bad, I don't think. I forgot that I needed to reset the stupid, stupid Trick Room. Calyrex was right down. You know what? I'm hopping in. I'm doing another ranked match. Because here's the thing. Even if like I am up against like restricted Pokemon in a format that I really shouldn't be playing, without a full team of 6, and without my team set up for Terras. I'm up against the odds. I'm the underdog. You learn a lot from being the underdog. You learn a lot from going up against the odds. Alright. Honestly, I've been really liking this lead I've been doing before. The Farigiraf Torkoal in the front, Ursaluna Sinistra in the back. Yeah, Minior's a really interesting choice on that team. You can have a level 100 Pokemon in Pokemon Champion, says Richard Cervantes. Can you? I thought they were all normalized to level 50 still. As far as I'm aware, they're still normalized to 50 in Champions. Okay. They have... Haha. Okay, yeah. So we're going to Trick Room into... Eruption. Trick Room Eruption. Screw it, we go for it. We hit the buttons. Ooh, you're really going in on the multi-hit moves. Is one of you using the... what is it, the lens? Oh yeah, that's the thing. Low ladder is... you're gonna come up against some people with serious competitive teams, and you're gonna play against some people with weird as hell teams. Loaded dice, that's the thing I'm thinking of. But it doesn't seem like it activated, so probably not. Yeah, what are you doing with Minior on this team? Okay, we're gonna do a... yeah, I think I just keep hitting Eruption right now. I don't foresee you having a great time with... yeah, does Loaded Dice give you a message to go they hit multiple times because of Loaded Dice, or does it just silently, they rolled a 5, they rolled a 5, they rolled a 5? Doesn't give you a message. Okay, yeah. There we go. Throat Spray is active on Farigarath. Minior, what are you planning to do? I'm so curious what you're going to... okay, Explosion Minior, I guess. I mean, you took out my initial Trick Room setter. Sinistchar's gonna come out second. Electivire and... oh, that's your only one left. Of course. You know what? I'm going to spend the next 20 minutes. I'm going to see if I can do a little ladder climbing tonight. See if we can get... if we can climb at least a couple of rungs up the ladder. I'm so excited for Wednesday. I'm so excited for lots of people to be at the same time as each other excited for competitive Pokemon. There we go, I won a ranked match. Granted, I think my opponent was some of the help there, but... let's continue battling. Can I get up at least a rank or two tonight? Can I get into a positive win-loss ratio? That would be nice. That first loss really shouldn't have got in with it without doing my before doing my EVs. That's on me. I probably can't. I'm having fun though. Come on, let's even it out to a 2-2. Okay, what's your team? Ooh. Talk, wash. Yeah, the ADHD struggles for me as well with competitive Pokemon. That's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a road to overcome. You know what? We're going with a different lead. I'm following my heart. Farigarath, Ursaluna in the front. I don't know why, but I'm trusting my gut. Something tells me leading Torkoal's a bad idea. Like, I think you're gonna open with Rotom Wash or Knackle Stackle. I can't articulate why I think that, but I gotta try honing my instincts. Why the Magikarp? Because the actual 6th Pokemon is Mega Gardevoir, or it will be on Wednesday. But I can't move my Mega Gardevoir from Legend ZA to here, so someone in chat joked about Magikarp, so I put a Magikarp in the 6th slot, just temporarily. Okay, what are you swapping in? This is curious. What are you pulling in? There's the Rotom Wash I was worried about. I was pretty confident we were going to bring it to the set. Now we're going to set up Twisted Dimensions. Okay, I did about 50% of Grimmsnarl's health. I'm pretty confident. Now that Guts is active, I'm very confident I can take out Grimmsnarl with one more... Oh, what did I hit you with last turn? Was it the... Yeah, it was Headlong Rush. We're going to activate the Throat Spray. We're going to keep that offensive pressure up. Pity I'm not Terra normal. Yeah, I didn't worry about setting my Terras because on Wednesday Terras aren't going to matter, so... Throat Spray is up. Farigarath has about half health left. Or a little over half. Hydro Pump Mist. I don't fuck with the inaccurate moves where I can help it. Generally speaking, as a rule of thumb, I'm a 100% accuracy person. I don't like that little uncertainty. Proton. That pump would have been nasty, but they rolled the dice. Yeah, I need to... Yeah. Headlong Rush. Oh, yeah, fucking Levitate. It told me it was super effective. I was like, oh, super effective. Yeah, I need to remember... I need to remember about fucking Levitate. Oh, Terra the Esper, I'm very sorry about the confusing, the throwing you. Oh, yeah, I really screwed up. I really screwed up by forgetting about Levitate. Okay, we're going to swap the Sinus chart in. We've got a good grass type to take on the water type. We've got some healing for Farigarath. We'll do Hyper Voice so it hits both. We're going to do Matcha Gotcha. Hopefully I've set my speeds well here. Come on, Matcha, move next. Yeah. Okay. How many Pokemon are you still going in the back? You got Kilowattrel plus something else. I need to be note-taking on Wednesday. I need to sit and take notes. Just Kilowattrel left. Okay. We can Terra Psychic. And literally just use Sinistcha as a healing support. Because we still have Torkoal in the back if needed. No, in Champions you can pull up the switch your Pokemon menu and it will show you what Pokemon are revealed on the enemy team so far. It tracks their damage for you as well, yes. So you can see the damage of Pokemon that are currently on the bench, to use terminology from the TCG. Which is really cool. Hey, Daniel Aldridge. Yeah, this is basically Pokemon Stadium for the Switch. But also, ooh, we got a new one and it's going to be seriously competitive coming on Wednesday. There we go, I got out of beginner 1. Come on, let's see if I can get to beginner beginner 3 tonight. Now, if we ignore that first loss where I hadn't sorted my EVs out, I've got a 2-1 right now. That's alright. Okay, what have you got? Lots of water, little fire. Yeah, I think again we go for the Ursaluna out front. Yeah, ETH Demon, it's basically Pokemon Champions is going to be free-to-play Pokemon Stadium. But, like, there's none of the mini-games, it's just play Pokemon. But also, you don't need a different Pokemon game to bring your Pokemon in from. You can just unlock Pokemon in Champions to fight with. Okay. Was this foolish? Maybe. Okay. What are my threats here? So in a situation like this, I'm kind of wishing that I had Sinistcha in the lead, and I need to think about that more, because Sinistcha can also set up Trick Room. Sinistcha might have been a healthier lead. I keep defaulting to Farigiraf being my Trick Room setter, when there's no reason I couldn't be using Sinistcha as my opener more often. Arcaludon is down. Is this the successor to that? This is not. This is Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. This is like the RPG from 4 or 5 years ago. Pokemon Champions coming out on Wednesday, which is what I'm setting up my team and practicing for tonight, is basically a successor to Pokemon Stadium. It's, do you want to get a game that has 3D battles, but no RPG? There's no RPG. It's just, this is where you come to do the battles. That's basically what Champions is going to be. It is, as ETH Demon says, it is closer to Pokemon Showdown, but I'm not going to explain Pokemon Showdown to people who their reference point is Pokemon Stadium. I think that it's relative irrelevance. Yeah, Yazigura says, Farigiraf is so good for its fake out protection is the thing. Yeah, and Sinistchar's ability works better when I've already taken some damage. That's what I was thinking. But let's try and set up the Hyper Voice if I can. And now that I'm burned, I can set that up. Yeah, like Farigiraf I think works best because it can't be fake outed to stop it trick rooming. And Sinistchar works better as a backup or a healer when I'm a little weakened down. Oh, the guts boosted facade is so nice. Oh, this Ursuluna, even without the Mega Gardevoir on the team right now, guts boosted Ursuluna really is like the. Is the beauty. Okay, we're two down. That's rough. Yeah, Kyogre... Okay, well I can stop the rain. Heath Demon says, I see no world in which casuals stick with champions. I do, and that world is, when it comes to mobile, it is a way you can do Pokemon battles for free on your phone. That is gonna get a bunch of people. Jump into casual mode and play Pokemon battles, or Pokemon battle your friend on the train. Like, ranked, maybe not. But as I have Pokemon on my phone and I can battle my friend on their phone with Pokemon, when that happens, it's gonna go fucking wild. Okay. I'm staring down 2 legendaries on my team that has no legendaries. Can I pull the win out here? Let's find out. I'm still in Trick Room, so I should still have the speed advantage. Eruption isn't going to do great, but it's going to be enough that my... Oh, special attack went up. Come on, take down the Kyogre. Yeah, honestly, this team's pretty fun. Arcanine or Entei? I like Entei because of the 3rd movie where there was that little girl that could psychically talk to the Entei. I like that film, therefore Entei. Oh, I really like this team. Even though I've basically not used Incineroar at all, and I don't yet have the Mega Gardevoir, this core of 4 I really like. Okay. Can I get into the red ranks tonight? I have a positive win-loss record. That's honestly, considering that this is not built for this regulation, this is not a meta-viable team. I'm getting in the groove. I'm getting in the groove. Okay, you have a water, you have a fire. The fact that you... Oh! Okay. Maybe I'll go for like another 10-15 minutes. I wanna get at least another couple of battles in, see how we do. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have fun with this on Wednesday. I think they disconnected out of Terra for your Magikarp. Look, I've ranked up out. I'm not in rank 1. I've at least got a few wins, and I have a level 5 Magikarp on my team. You know, you gotta know I'm up to shenanigans. Okay, yeah. Sorry, yes, level 50 Magikarp, I apologize. No item level 50 Magikarp. Yeah, I'm a bit worried about this team. This team concerns me. The Ting-Lu and the Tatsugiri with no, big whale thing. Dondozo. The Tatsugiri that isn't paired with a Dondozo always worries me. Give Magikarp an Everstone. Okay. So you're also wanting to run your team in Trick Room mode, right? Do I even bother to set up Trick Room? Oh, okay, I held on. Oh, you throat chopped me, which means I can't use fucking throat spray. I can't use my throat spray, I can't use the voice. Okay, that's a problem. Career off into protect. Okay, it's good that I'm facing a Trick Room mirror team to get a sense of how I face up in the mirror, which is not great. But I need to know in advance what I do when I face the mirror. Sinistcha swaps in, heals up Farigiraf a bit. How long does Throat Chop stop me using Hyper Voice for? Does anyone know? Screw it, I'm doing the double protect. I know it's strategically a bad move. I'm gambling on the double protect. Might be one turn? Okay. Ting-Lu avoided the attack? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we baited out the item. Sinistcha is moving first. That's good to know. Hyper Voice. Into Terra Grass Matcha. Honestly, Sinistcha's way more interesting on this team than I had anticipated. I'm really liking Sinistcha as a supporter. I really thought was going to be like quite frail in what it was doing, but it can carry solo kind of well. It more than carries its weight. Okay, now is when we send in... Yeah, the amount of self-healing that it can do, particularly when Terra Grass, really does keep its longevity really nicely. The Treasures of Ruin are really cool. Yeah, even on a match like this where I'm losing, I'm really I feel like I'm learning a lot from this. And I'm having a good time losing. Oh, Sinister, look at your recovery. How many matcha gotchas do you have? What's the PP on this move? Okay, we made it to a 2v2. Okay, I shouldn't count myself out yet. What's their back to? God, if I can pull a win out of this. Luna's burned by the flame orb, so Guts is gonna be active. Glutamine, gonna be a bit of a problem. Annihilate. Yeah, you're both gonna be a bit of a problem for Luna. Matcha Gotcha has good fucking EP on it. Yeah, the super effectiveness of Shadow Ball isn't worth using particularly until I know where you're throwing your Terra. Now that because if I'd gone into the Flutter main with the Shadow Ball trying to get the KO, I'd have been screwed. What I need to do is Shadow Ball into the, oh, yeah. I forgot, you've got at least one fast Pokemon in your team. You're not entirely Trick Room reliant, and therefore, yeah, okay. That's where I screwed up. Okay. You had a Trick Room and a non-Trick Room path to your team. And that's a thing I need to think about more, is I need to think about the option of the benefit of if I think I'm in a Trick Room mirror match, I want to have the fast mode for my team that I can swap in, which is going to be Incineroar and Gardevoir. Let's do at least one more battle. I need to think more about what I want to be doing with Incineroar. Because right now, the fact that I keep not picking Incineroar tells me that I don't have a solid enough idea in my head of what I want Incineroar doing on this team. I need to go into casual and I need to practice putting Incineroar in and seeing what are you doing well, what are you not. Yeah. Yeah, I need to be better at not just 100% trick. Well, that's the thing. Incineroar. That's in theory why Incineroar's there. If I think I'm going to be in a Trick Room mirror, or a situation where I can't Trick Room properly, I need that as my get out. I can't survive a Dark Pulse. That really sucks. I thought I was strong enough to survive a Dark Pulse. Okay. Ooh. Ouch. Okay. That double restricted lead. This is part of why I'm excited for Champions first season, is that it is, from the looks of it, such a relatively lower powered metagame in terms of what is permitted. Oh, I am so not built for Chi-Yu. Chi-Yu is a problem for me. Sapphire Sunset, it goes well. It's going good. I mean, I just got completely wiped by this team, but let's give it one more match tonight. I think I'm not doing too badly tonight, particularly considering I don't have Mega Gardevoir, the Pokemon I built the team around. I specifically built the team to be a Mega Gardevoir team, and that is the one Pokemon I don't have available to me. You don't have a lot of great answers to fire. Screw it. We're bringing Incineroar in. Yeah, Chi-Yu is fucking vicious. But yeah, I am genuinely excited to play a bunch of competitive Pokemon in Champions. I really like the core of this team. The core 4 I've been mostly using, I really like. I'm very excited to give this team a try on Champions, see how it does, and see how far I can take it. Maybe I play around, maybe I edit the team a bit, but... Mega Gardevoir, I think, is going to be a really fun Pokemon to build a core around. Using my Terra this early, probably not wise, but... I want to draw their attention over to Farigiraf, put them on the back foot about Farigiraf being an offensive threat. They always forget about the Armatail. They always forget about the Armatail. Oh, Farigiraf. Shouldn't have Terra'd you. Okay. And Grimnay. Okay. Okay, we Incineroar in. Intimidate on them. Do Darkest Lariat. Oh, what are you terroring? What's your terror? Yeah, of course. Defensive terror, yeah. Should have seen it was too clean a sweep. I don't think I did terribly tonight. I think I did alright. I'm certainly not, by any means, a great competitive Pokemon player. But I am excited. I'm excited to play around in the new meta on Wednesday. Has anyone seen if there's any confirmation when Champions is coming out, as opposed to, like, is it midnight per time zone? Is it one set time on Wednesday for everyone? Yeah, Sinister's down. I'm sure you do better when you're not bringing a knife to a gunfight. I think my knife did alright at the gunfight. I got a few wins in at the gunfight with my knife. Oh, no, I want to quit. Midnight PST, 2 p.m. Japan time. 2 p.m. Japan time, what, on Wednesday? There was a... Okay, so like when I wake up on Wednesday, maybe. Oh, I didn't mean to mash into another game. Okay, well I'm playing one more, I guess, because I don't want to get in trouble on the 9 p.m. PST. Yeah. So, that 9 p.m. PST, is that 9 p.m. PST on Tuesday or 9 p.m. PST on Wednesday? Yes, I would love to be able to cancel after searching. I don't want to force quit it and get dinged in the rankings. I do love Walking Wake. Walking Wake's fascinating. Oh, those times on Tuesday. Okay. 9 p.m. Okay, so middle of the night Wednesday. Oh, or early, by the time I wake up on Wednesday. Yeah, for like 5 a.m. in the UK. Cool. Okay, what are you terroring? You're probably terroring the Blossom to not be a grass type, yeah. Fairy, presumably that's a purely defensive terror. Are you doubling into the Farigiraf? I made you decently bulky. And we've got Trick Room set up, so this is a good start. We can Hyper Voice, Eruption, and this should get us both KOs, I think. Yeah, you're gonna protect. That's reasonable. I'm doing 2 spread moves, so unless you wide guard or double protect, you're gonna take a loss this turn. You've stalled out a little bit of Trick Room by protecting. That makes sense. But you can't reasonably protect again this turn. What are you sending in? Come on. Window Watch? Window Wash? Oh, your special attack went up because of stupid sunlight. Okay. Okay, yeah, let's get the guaranteed kill. Let's activate the Throat Spray on the off chance that you don't just instantly kill Farigiraf. Ooh, that was a Good, hyper voice. Yeah, you're gonna Hydro Steam into my Torkoal. It's what, 3v2 right now. We're gonna throw in the Sinistchar, the Ursaluna while we're still good and centrally in Trick Room. Oh, Hyper Voice gets... Okay, if there's only one target on the field, Hyper Voice does the full damage to one target as opposed to splitting it between the two. Didn't know that's how Hyper Voice worked. That's an important thing for me to know if I'm going to be running this as a team. These are things I need to learn that I don't do enough 2v2 to know. All spread moves do 3/4 damage if there's more than one target on field. Important information. Okay, I ended on a win tonight. That's nice. I'm glad I ended on a win. Well, I got out of the white ranks. I got into red ranks. I got into red ranks with this team in season 41. Sapphire Sunset, no, it's no worries at all. I'm sorry that you arrived right when I was going. I need to get to sleep. I've got to do stupid work in the morning. I've got so much work I need to do tomorrow. But part of me is like, I might see how far I can get in ranked Scarlet and Violet with this team before we see the release of Champions on Wednesday. Like, I might start my stream on Wednesday with like, oh yeah, I got up here in the ranks. I did alright. Yeah, I know, stupid work. What do I have to do tomorrow? I got too many things I gotta do tomorrow. I gotta edit. I gotta edit a video. I gotta write and record a talk. I'm giving it GA-Conf. I gotta prep for a podcast. I got too many things. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. I will be back again with probably a bunch of Pokemon pretty soon.